Dear students, now we are going to discuss in 11th standard motion in a plane chapter, projectile motion. So in that projectile motion, the past videos we discussed about the maximum height, range and then time of flight. Like that various derivations we discussed. In the projectile motion, it is the last part, that is path of the projectile. You know very well, let us take one object. Okay, for example, let's take this object. Okay, now I throw this object. Okay, let us imagine this is like as a ball. I'll throw this ball. Okay, if I throw this ball, just you observe this direction, the direction of motion, just you observe. See that it is travel like a curved manner. Even I give when I give that initial velocity, okay, initially it will maintaining the straight line, then after that, due to the effect of the gravity, gradually its velocity is reduced. Then after that, it will be move under the action of gravity in the curved path. Correct or not? Yes. So it will not move exactly not straight, then exactly not return back, or exactly not go downward direction vertically. Okay. So if you observe this motion, see that if you observe this motion, moving upward and reach maximum height, then after that again gradually it will be returned to the earth. Okay, so if you observe that here to maintain some path, okay, but just to imagine, I'll throw like this. Now the initial velocity 0. After that, it will not come to exactly vertical direction in downward. Okay, it is gradually to reach the ground. So here maintaining some path. So now in this video, I am going to prove that path. That is known as path of the projectile. Okay, so please listen. So the path of the projectile, that is a heading. So path of the projectile. Okay, so please listen. With the help of the diagram only it is possible to explain. So now let's we take the different axis, that is x axis, it is the y axis. Now I throw this ball. Now it is in the origin. Okay, now I will give initial velocity so that it will move upward direction, and after reach the final position it will reach the ground. Okay, so it is a maximum height point is A, then to reach the ground is that is a B. So now here we are going to discussing about this path alone, that is a path of the projectile. So how we can get this path? We'll give some initial velocity. So you should concentrate that initial velocity u. So you know very well, now this object traveling this direction, so it will be related with x-axis and y-axis also. It will be related x-axis and y-axis also. So in that x-axis component we can write as that is u cos theta, because the angle of projection is what? Theta. So here u cos theta, that is horizontal component. Like that, here the vertical component, that is that is u sin theta. Okay, yes. So by using this idea, we are going to calculate, by using this diagram, we are going to calculate the path of the projectile. Okay, so path is nothing but what? Some distance. Okay, so in this video, it is related with the path as well as it's taking some time to reach or to cover some path. So this is the full path. So you know that initial point is O and end point is B. Okay. So it will reach starting from O and end with B. So what is the displacement? So displacement means we can say that is OB only the displacement. So starting point is O and end point is B, then how much time is taken? Okay, so you know already time of light, that is okay. But just you think that horizontally in the object for horizontal displacement. So first you find the horizontal displacement. Okay, so please listen, that horizontal displacement I am going to find now. So horizontal displacement. Okay, so this horizontal displacement simply I taken as x. Okay, so very simple relations, you know that is x is equal to, so speed equal to distance divided by time, like that, you know, speed is equal to distance. What is the distance? X distance divided by time. So here actually in the horizontal path, what velocity? That is u cos theta. So u cos theta is equal to x by t. U cos theta equal to x by t. So I need that time factor because I am going to calculate the distance. Sorry, I am going to calculate this path. So for calculating the path, surely we need that time factor. So first you find that time factor, it will be utilized later. So t is equal to x divided by then u cos theta. Just I taken as equation number 1. Okay. Now the path of the projectile. So you know that path of the projectile. So it is like a path. So there is a relationship between the position and the time. Path no another position, that is yes. And then it takes some time, that is a time. So there is a relationship between the position and the path from equations of motion. So from equations of motion. So we know that equations of motion, relations between position and time, that is S is equal to ut plus half at squared. But you know, now I am going to throw the object, it moving upward direction, so acceleration get minus g. Okay, so now it is a vertical path, so now I can write that is a vertical path, simply taken as y. Okay, therefore y is equal to u. Okay, so you know that is that velocity, but you know that while moving that upward direction, what is the velocity? That is u sin theta. So u sin theta into next time factor t. So time factor t already you know, that is x divided by u cos theta, then half into a is equal to what? Minus g. So minus g, and then time square. So time square we can write x square divided by u squared cos squared theta. X square divided by u square cos squared theta. Clear? So now I can write that is y is equal to, here you know u value will be cancelled. Okay, so now I can write, so x into sin theta divided by cos theta, so tan theta. So we can write x tan theta minus half into gx square whole divided by u square cos square theta. Okay, so just you focus this equation. This is given the path of the projectile, but practically just you observe this. The path of the projectile is like a, what is that, parabolic path. So this equation also exactly proved the path of the projectile is parabola. Why? Because this is that model of, that is y is equal to, okay, some angle value, then x value. So we can write that is ax minus, okay, or otherwise plus. So just I need that structure alone. Okay, so this is like ax, this is a, okay, a into x, then x squared. So the remaining value I taken as a constant, that is like a b. So we can write that is bx square. So y is equal to ax plus bx square. So in the mathematically, if you observe that y is equal to ax plus bx square, this is the equation for the model of parabolic path. So we can say finally y is equal to x tan theta minus half into gx square divided by u squared cos square theta. That is the path of the projectile is parabola. Okay, okay students. So now you know the path of the projectile is parabola. If you throw the object, it will move in this direction. It will maintaining this kind of path. So now you know that meaning as well as the path name. It is proved by as a parabola. So we can say the path of the projectile is parabola. Okay, so this formula is very important. Okay, based on this formula, so many problems are there. Okay, thank you.